Okay, make sure you get the audience.
Wave, guys.
Get Grandma.
Plus yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. So I'm sure you guys have all heard about selective hearing because we're all so good at it. Shut up. I know. I am, for one, very good at being selective hearing. I'm pretty sure you probably are too. Yeah? Maybe? Just a little? Okay. Well, I am here to discuss effective listening and an effective way to do so. By the end of this speech, you should understand all the components that fit into being a good listener. Okay. According to the book Understanding Human Communication by Robert Alder, listening is the process of your brain recognizing impulses as sounds and giving them meaning. There are many different parts that make up effective listening. There is the physiological ability to perceive the presence of sound in the environment, listening itself, attending, which is the stage of when a person pays attention to what they want to hear, such as their needs, their wants, their desires, or their interests. Understanding, which is the process of making sense of a message. Listening, fidelity, which is the degree of congruence between what a listener understands and what the message the gender was attempting to communicate. The gender, no. The sender, excuse me, was trying to communicate. The next step is responding to a message, such as offering observable feedback to the speaker, such as eye contact, facial expressions, questions, comments, and your posture. And the final stage is remembering the act of recalling previously introduced information. Some of the barriers that can come into contact or come into play when you're trying to listen effectively are things like message overload, like getting too many phone calls, too many emails, too many text messages, too many people wanting to talk to you at one time. Noises, such as noises and the voices in your head, the noises outside that might be taking place in the environment. There can be cultural differences that can cause a barrier, because not everybody, sometimes they can't understand you on how you speak. Pretending to listen. Tuning in and out. Missing the point of the conversation. Your divided attention. Kind of like multitasking. If you're trying to listen to something, you shouldn't be multitasking. I am really good about trying to multitask. Doing my homework and trying to do something else at the same time. And we all know those people that like to talk more than they want to listen, because they're all about themselves. So some of my wonderful little barriers to listening would be your headphones. She definitely, obviously, could not hear a single thing her husband is trying to tell her. And he has a barrier of headphones because your eye contact is supposed to be, you're supposed to have great eye contact, but if he has his glasses on, who's to say he's looking at her and not at you? You just don't know. So you should take those things off in order to talk to somebody. Those are cool little people. All right. according to the book of Understanding Human Communication, you can offer someone else, in the terms of listening, there is one big gift that you can offer somebody, and that would be if you were actively listening. And the steps for actively listening are like paying attention, being mindful of their body language, hence mine is probably being nervous and not using my hands and gesturing like I should be. Encourage the speaker.
You got this.
Reflect on content and emotion. Emotionally connect. I think you and I were talking about this earlier. We had some connection here. Be supportive.
You got this.
Y'all are supportive. I don't know about that face, but pretty supportive. Allowing time. Wow, I need some time to go back over and fix my errors. Being sensitive. Asking questions. Listening for the unexpressed thoughts and feelings that others might be having. Encourage further comments. Reflect on what the person has said. Consider the pros and cons. Always think twice before you respond. Some of us kind of just respond and we could have a lot of blowouts, and if you do that, it tends to cause fights, even though somebody might not have meant it in a bad way. And always, if it's appropriate, offer some comfort if it's needed. And then I did find some quotes that I thought were pretty good about listening. I have handouts that I forgot to give you guys. They have some of these quotes on there. This is the handout that I was going to give you guys. But we don't learn from talking, we learn from listening. I think that's a really good one. Become a good listener. Becoming a good listener, you are able to connect with others on more levels and develop stronger, deeper relationships. Hopefully, you guys have a better sense of what it's like or how to effectively listen to somebody. Try to give them eye contact. Give them good facial expressions. Try not to make them nervous. You can stop it now.